Prince William and Kate just declared war on one of the monarchy's most toxic traditions. They're literally rewriting 1,000 years of royal history, and it's all because of two little words that have haunted the House of Windsor for decades: the spare. But here's the kicker. They're not just protecting Charlotte and Louis from becoming royal afterthoughts. They're about to flip the entire bloody monarchy on its head. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why this could be the most revolutionary thing to happen to the crown since they chopped off Charles I's. Picture this. You're born into the most famous family on earth, but from day one, you're branded as the backup plan, the understudy, the insurance policy with a crown. Welcome to the life of a royal spare, where your entire existence is defined by being second best. For centuries, this has been the royal family's dirty little secret. The heir gets the throne, the glory, and the purpose. The spare? Well, they get a lifetime of standing 3 steps behind, clapping politely, and praying nothing happens to their older sibling because, honestly, what else are they supposed to do? Margaret lived in Elizabeth's shadow. Andrew and Edward were always Diana's other sons. And Harry? Oh, Harry turned his spare status into a Netflix career. But here's where it gets fascinating. According to royal insiders, and we're talking deep palace sources here, William and Kate are literally planning to rip up the royal playbook and ensure Charlotte and Louis will be on equal footing to Prince George. But this isn't just some feel-good parenting moment, people. This is strategic genius that could reshape the entire monarchy. Think about it like this. Traditional royal families are like old-school startups where only the CEO matters. But William and Kate? They're building the apple of monarchies, where every family member has a defined role, purpose, and value. Charlotte isn't just George's sister, and Louis isn't just the youngest Wales kid. They're being positioned as essential parts of the royal brand. And the timing? Perfect. Because recent reports from as late as June 2025 show they're acutely aware of the problems Louis and Charlotte will face while growing up alongside their future king brother. See, William lived through the Harry situation. He watched his brother struggle with purpose, identity, and relevance. He saw how the spare mentality can literally drive someone to exile themselves from the family and spill royal secrets on international television. Princess Charlotte is 3rd in line to the throne, while Prince Louis is 4th in the royal family line of succession. But William and Kate are making sure that doesn't define their worth. They're being raised with the understanding that the monarchy needs multiple working royals to function effectively. It's like building a successful band. Sure, you might have a lead singer, but try running the show without your drummer, guitarist, and bass player. The Wales family is becoming the royal equivalent of the Beatles, where every member brings something unique to the table. And the evidence is everywhere. Remember the coronation? The couple is keen to let Louis and Charlotte's personalities shine, as seen during the King's 2023 coronation. They weren't hidden in the background. They were front and center, being themselves, being valued. The royal establishment doesn't exactly love change. We're talking about an institution that took 70 years to let women inherit equally. But William and Kate are playing 4D chess here. There's already drama brewing with royal family bans that might force George's separation from Louis and Charlotte, particularly around travel restrictions. The old guard wants to maintain traditional protocols that naturally create hierarchy and distance. But here's the brilliant part. William and Kate are using their popularity as leverage. They know the public adores their family dynamic. They know that Charlotte's sass and Louis's meme-worthy expressions are PR gold for the monarchy. So they're essentially saying to the establishment, "You want us to be the future? Then we do this our way." It's like watching David take on Goliath, except David has a 70% approval rating and Goliath is desperately trying to stay relevant in the 21st century. The traditional system would have Charlotte married off to some European prince by 25 and Louis shuffled into military obscurity. But this new approach? Charlotte could become the monarchy's secret weapon, a working royal with actual influence and purpose. Louis could be the people's prince who connects with younger generations. If Charlotte and Louis grow up feeling valued and purposeful, they're less likely to write tell-all books, give explosive interviews, or flee to California. They're more likely to become the monarchy's greatest assets. But here's the really clever bit. This approach also future-proofs the crown. In an era where Republicans are questioning the monarchy's relevance, having multiple engaged, charismatic working royals makes the institution stronger and more resilient. It's like comparing a three-legged stool to a dining table. Which one's more stable when one leg wobbles? And the palace knows this works because look at the current generation, and has been the hardest working royal for decades. Edward and Sophie have quietly become invaluable. Even Andrew, well, let's not go there. Recent reports show the family is actively preparing George, Charlotte, and Louis for their future roles within the royal family. Not just George for kingship, but all of them for meaningful contributions. William didn't just watch Harry's exodus happen, he studied it. He analyzed every interview, every complaint, every moment of frustration that led to Spare the Book and Harry and Meghan the Netflix series. The pattern was clear. Harry felt purposeless, undervalued, and overshadowed. He needed to find meaning outside the royal system because the royal system had no meaningful place for him. So William's solution? Create the meaning within the system. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know if you're Team Sophie or if you think I'm seeing green where there's just good fashion sense. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green.